Hello and welcome to the sixth form subject information video for further mathematics. Hopefully you have already watched the subject information video for A-level mathematics. If you haven't, I do recommend that you watch that one first, as I will be referring to it in this video. So within this video we're going to talk through about the subject. So what is further mathematics? What will you study if you do choose to take further mathematics? Who should consider the subject and why they should consider it, how the subject is examined, and why Wootton Park. So firstly, about the subject. So further mathematics is an AS or an A-level qualification which both broadens and deepens the mathematics covered in A-level mathematics. So further maths is taken alongside an AS or an A-level in mathematics. It is a separate qualification. Okay, you will get, if you choose to do further mathematics, you must choose to do mathematics as well, and you'll at the end of year 13 you will have two A-levels, one in mathematics, one in further mathematics. So it's a completely separate A-level that is taken in addition to taking A-level mathematics. Within the course, half of it will be further pure, so you'll learn pure maths in the A-level, and then we'll take that bit further within the A-level further maths. And the remainder of it will be options such as decision maths and further statistics, and we'll talk about them in a bit more detail. So what will you study? So like I said, the course is made up of 50% pure mathematics and the other 50% is made up of two option modules. At Wootton Park School, these two option modules are going to be the Further Statistics 1 and Decision Mathematics. The overarching themes of the Further Maths course are mathematical argument, language and proof, mathematical problem solving and mathematical modelling. Okay, so argument, language and proof, making sure you're using correct notation, correct key vocabulary, and being able to prove mathematical statements. Mathematical problem solving, similar to the GCSE mathematics, the new A-level puts a lot of emphasis on problem solving and seeing unfamiliar problems and applying a variety of topics to these problems. And then mathematical modelling, how can we use what we learn to model real life situations, creating mathematical models and applying it to those real life situations. So within the pure mathematics course, okay, the key topics that you will study are proof. So like I said, you might prove that there are infinitely many prime numbers. You learn something called proof by induction. And then you learn about complex numbers. So what happens when you could square root a negative number? It introduces a whole new branch of mathematics called complex analysis, and you'll be introduced to imaginary numbers and complex numbers. You'll also learn about matrices, okay, matrix analysis and matrix algebra. How do you multiply a matrix by another matrix, okay, and their uses. Then, taking what you learn from the A-level mathematics, such as algebra and functions, calculus and vectors, you'll learn different applications for them, applying them in different situations and look at different problems, just taking them further. You'll also be introduced to hyperbolic functions, okay, and polar coordinates. So polar coordinates are, you're used to working in Cartesian coordinates or the XY plane, but polar coordinates introduces a new way of plotting graphs, and you can see some of the graphs that they plot here. So interesting shaped graphs that all come from using polar coordinates, and then also differential equations. So what you've learned in the calculus part of the course, how you can apply it to solving some differential equations, all to do with rates of change. And then the two applied modules, you will study further statistics, in which you will study more probability distribution, such as the Poisson distribution, hypothesis tests, and you'll dive deeper into the world of statistical analysis. So some of the hypothesis tests that you use in the statistics course in Further Statistics 1, you'll see if you study geography or psychology, so there's a lot of crossover there. And then decision mathematics is all about algorithms and graph theory, not the type of graph that you're used to plotting like a bar graph. It's more like a map, like you can see in the diagram here. That is the type of graph that you talk about in decision mathematics, and it's to do with linear programming. This links closely with computer science, but it has many real life applications. So something that you might learn in decision maths is if you were given a graph like this, how do you find the shortest route to get from A to H? Okay, and which route gives you the shortest way to get from one place to another. So lots of real life applications with decision maths. So who should consider this subject? So our entry requirements here at Walton Park School, in addition to the standard 5 grade 4 or above that you need to get into the sixth form at Walton Park, to study A-level further maths, we ask that you have gained a grade 8 or higher at GCSE mathematics. This is not an aim to be exclusive, but in our experience you would need to be at this grade to manage and cope with the demands of this course and be able to enjoy your studies. Also, a GCSE in further maths would be highly beneficial as well, or any equivalent qualification to that would be really beneficial if you want to study A-level further maths. So who does it suit? So it will suit learners who enjoy maths, are seeking a challenge and a chance to explore new and more sophisticated mathematical concepts. Those learners that do take further maths overwhelmingly find it enjoyable, rewarding, stimulating, and a really empowering experience. And those that take further maths find the additional time spent studying maths really boosts their marks in the single A-level maths. It also suits learners who wish to distinguish themselves as really able mathematicians in their applications for university and any future employment. And it also goes well with a range of other subjects, particularly scientific subjects such as biology, chemistry and physics, but it also goes well with subjects that require a lot of statistics. So that could range from economics and business to geography and psychology. So another reason why you should consider this subject is because it makes the transition from sixth form to university courses, particularly ones that are mathematically rich, that much easier, as a lot of the stuff you're learning your first year at university will be familiar because you would have studied it in further maths. If you're planning on taking a degree such as engineering, science, computing, finance or economics, or maybe even maths itself, you will benefit enormously from taking further maths. The further maths qualification is really highly regarded and warmly welcomed by universities. So students who take further maths are really demonstrating a strong commitment to their subject and their studies, as well as learning mathematics that is very useful for any mathematically rich degree. Some prestigious university courses require you to have a further mathematics qualification, and others may just adjust their grade boundaries and grade requirements more favourably to students with a further maths A-level. So how is the subject examined? So the further mathematics A-level is made up of 4 1.5-hour examinations. Each one is 75 marks and is equally weighted at 25% each. The exams are Core Pure 1 and Core Pure 2. So that's when you do your further pure maths, where you look at polar coordinates and complex numbers, hyperbolic functions, and those differential equations. And they can be in either Core Pure 1 or Core Pure 2. And then the 2 option modules are the other 2 examinations. So like I said before, option 1 of Walton Park will be further statistics, and option 2 will be decision mathematics. So why Walton Park? So our department is outstanding and experienced. It's made up of experienced teachers that are used to delivering both the A-level maths and the further maths, and that's why we have chosen further statistics and decision mathematics, as these are the options that we have the most experience and the best chance of getting you the best grades in the further mathematics A-level. But also, as well as our department being outstanding and experienced, we also offer excellent support and enrichment. So we run enrichment opportunities that prepare learners to participate in nationwide mathematics competitions, such as the UKMT Maths Challenges, the Olympiads, and any other competitions that may come up. We also offer support to any learners applying for any mathematically rich university course at prestigious universities, particularly those that require interviews and entrance examinations such as Oxbridge. So if you are looking at studying maths or any maths rich course at university, we will help to prepare for any interviews and any entrance examinations such as the MAT at Oxford or the STEP examinations at Cambridge. We also offer excellent excellent feedback and one-to-one support, the opportunity to work with learners lower down the school, and careers talks linked to mathematics. On top of that, we have an excellent library and sixth form study facilities, which include mathematics resources and computer software for sixth formers to use. And this computer software will be really important when we start looking at things like polar coordinates, to really delve deeper into the maths behind it, to really support the further maths A-level. So if you have any questions, then do feel free to get in touch. If you need any clarification or advice, please contact either of the heads of sixth form, Mr. Kilcoyne or Miss Rautenberg on the email addresses shown now. If there's anything subject specific, please email either of the curriculum leaders by email, so either myself, Mr. Tipler, or Miss Shah on her email address that's on the screen now. Or alternatively, you could contact the school office on the number provided, 01604 931 139. I hope you've enjoyed that video and found it very useful, and I hope you do consider studying A-level further mathematics. Goodbye.